Hello and welcome to One North Main, Brockton's magazine show, where we profile people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. Coming up on today's episode, the annual Police in the Streets 3-on-3 basketball tournament was held at East Middle School. Lithuania recently celebrated 100 years of independence with a musical concert that was simply fantastic. A local church had a beautiful display of African-American artifacts, and we were there to check it out. Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes had another successful initiative. We're going to look back and look ahead. And the Brockton Rocks finished another strong campaign. So Brockton, sit back, relax, and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer. Did she make the shirts or did you?
We made them together. Chocolate. Gotta love it.
Hello and welcome to One North Main.
We're here at East Middle School, recently the site of the Police in the Streets 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It was the 4th annual, a big deal. Rosie Vasquez-Brown, police officer with our fine department, and community activist Ollie Spears put this event together. They do it every year and they do a fantastic job. Not only was there basketball, there was food, there was fun, and some backpacks were handed out thanks to a local sorority. A lot of action-packed activity happened. We want you to take a look and check it out.
Today we have the 4th annual Police on the Street citywide basketball tournament, and what it is, it's a tournament for children between the ages of, I'm thinking, what is it, 7 to 12, and then 12 to 20. And what it is, it's a competition for kids to compete against each other. And then later on, the winning team of the older group will be playing the police department, or the police officers.
We came up with this idea about 4 years ago when the tensions were high in the community, going throughout the country, where, you know, with police brutality and police shootings and other, vice versa, suspects shooting police officers, so that it was an all-time high. So we wanted to do something about it and bring the community and the police together.
This baby was born as Ollie Spears and I were having breakfast, and we brainstormed and came up with this. At the time, 4 years ago, it so happened that there was a lot of controversy against the police officers throughout the whole country, and abuse, etc. And what we wanted to show is, we wanted to show the other side of police officers, and that we also have family. We interact with the community, and this is our community. We wanted to show that other side of caring, because we do care. And this is where we come from. This is our city, our community. So
if you're a kid at the event, basically first thing you do, you get a raffle ticket. We feed you, we give you a t-shirt, you sign up for the 3-on-3 tournament. And then we do a single game elimination. What's up, cuz? Say what's up.
What's up, cuz?
We do a single game elimination, and we go about 4 hours, and then the winners, they play the Brockton Police Department, Brockton Police Officers. But the younger kids during the day, we have a skills and drills tournament. Skills and drills, where we run drills with them, and then at the end they get to play basketball.
The way to do that basically is by volunteering in different groups, different places, and again showing people that there are people out there that care about them. And there's a lot of people that need that. That are having issues or problems, or one of the things is the youth To me, that's very close to my heart, the youth, to help them and show kind of something positive for them to be able to follow. And again, showing that you care, that somebody cares. Also, say volunteering for the elderly. These are the people that I call the forgotten people, because a lot of time people forget about them, and sometimes they don't have anyone, and they need that. They need that human contact.
So the ladies of Psi Iota Omega chapter are out here at the basketball tournament, Police in the Streets tournament, handing out backpacks. We have a goal today of giving out over 500 backpacks. This is our 4th year participating, and this year, once we get rid of the 500, over the 4 years, we would have given out 2,000 and more of backpacks. This is important for our community, because as we are here, there is a saying that says, to whom much is given, much is required. And we understand that there are those in our community who do not have what others may have. And so we are here as an organization to help parents and also to try to help along students in their success of an education. So we are here giving out free backpacks filled with school supplies such as rulers, pens, notebooks, folders. Some of them have computers, not computers, I'm sorry, but calculators for our high school students. So we have them here to give out, and it's important that we support our community. We are located here in the city of Brockton, and city of Brockton is in the hearts of the women of Psi Iota Omega chapter.
This event is put together by Rosie, Officer Brown, and it's one of the events that we pretty much all of us here have participated. It's the 4th year. I think David Santo has done it for 4 years. It's my 3rd year. Anthony, this is his 3rd year also doing it. It's a great event, and the reason why we do it, we participate, is because this is the opportunity that we have to interact with the community. And also later on, if we go to a call and the kids that see our faces here have a better chance of communicating with us, and that give them a chance to open up. And I think it's a great interaction between the police and the community.
I think the goal is just for the community and the police to come together as one in solidarity and have fun, good time, and be able to talk to the police officers by first name. So when they're in the community with the police officers, they know by first name, and they'll have that built relationship already.
If someone's looking to get involved and to volunteer with Project Guardian Angels, just give me a call at the station, leave a message, and I can get back to you with your name. Leave a message with your name and number, and I'll get back to you. And then we can see what capacity you'd like to volunteer. We have a lot of things going on. We have a warehouse where we can have somebody help us with that, or get involved feeding people, feeding the homeless, or working with the youth, whatever works for the people.
Because it's fun. If you really like basketball, it's really good of an exercise. And if you like basketball, it's really fun. There's not much arguing. And it will just be lit that you could take home another trophy.
Behind me is the Universalist Unitarian Church located on West Elm Street. A Brockton citizen, her name, Freddie Walker, has created a visual center for the Black American experience, and it's mobile. It's artifacts from years gone by, and Freddie will explain what they mean to her, what they mean to the greater Brockton community, and what do they mean to all of us as citizens of a great country. Well, let's check it out.
Thank you for being here. My name is Frida Walker, and I'm a Brocktonian. I live in Brockton. I've been here since 1979. What I have here is I'm a member of this Unitarian Universalist Church, and what they've allowed me to do is they've given me the use of this room in order to display some of my Black Americana. And what this center is called, it's the visual center of the Black experience in America. And what it shows is it's a mirage of many, many pieces that I've collected over the years, displaying what that experience has been. Our successes, as well as the caricatures and the images that were portrayed of us as a people that has somewhat been ingrained in the psychic of America. And what I would like to show people is that we rose above that. This country rose above that. In many ways, it's the same, but in many ways, there's been this evolution. And I think that we need to my purpose of the room is just to demonstrate and to validate my existence as a Black American and my existence as a human being. And over here, I'd like to start by showing, this is a postcard that was printed in 1913. And what it shows is what was passed on to look at the Black experience in the South at that particular time. These were people who lived in shacks, in shanties, and obviously we were connected with watermelon, which is not a bad thing because I still like watermelon. And on the opposite side of this postcard, we have the industries, the cotton, bales of cotton, the pine trees, and the sap that were taken from them to make whatever products that were necessary. Over here, I have a mini Black library of books. All the authors are Black authors mostly, and over here on this wall we have advertisements. We have Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, sheet music. Down here we have a metal polish sign, which Black folks we use to advertise products. And if you look at the woman's face and the face it shows, that's an old piece. And then up at the top here, we have a coon serenade. Black folks were seen as coons. You know, they go coon hunting, that's what they used to call them. I have here the overview of the Black experience. We have the Middle Passage, we have enslavement, we have the Civil War. Now, the Emancipation Proclamation took place in 1863, but Juneteenth was only celebrated in 1865. That's because the Texans needed the crop taken in, and say they neglected to tell the slaves that guess what, folks, 2 years ago they freed you, but you had to work. So that's why Juneteenth is really celebrated as the day for the emancipation. Over here we have Grant and Lee. We have the Civil War, and there's the book Brother Against Brothers, because they were all Americans during that time. And this is one of my prized possessions. I have in here many, many postcards. Over here, it starts with the Negro League. And over here are many postcards that were sent that also kind of depict the life of the slave in the South. Here we have Rosa Parks, Sidney Poitier. Oh, the Dexter AMN Church. I went there to visit that. And over here we have successes. We have Frederick Douglass, Quincy Jones, Langston Hughes, Oprah. And here we have more success. We have the NAACP founded in 1909. It's going to be open the second Saturday of every month.
Okay.
From 11 to 3.
Okay.
Other than that, I can be reached but by my email, okay. frida.walker.wins@gmail.com. And I will arrange private tours if you'd like to see them. Because my goal is, my interest is that this is our history. This is who we are, and if you don't know where you are or who you are, you don't know where you're going.
Everybody knows what the Y stands for. It's the YMCA. And they are the coordinators for the Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes Initiative. If you're friends of One North Main and you've watched any of our shows, you know we're intimately involved with the initiative. This summer was no exception. We wanted to do a little wrap-up on what happened during the initiative and what was found during surveys. It's impressive, it's interesting. We want you to check it out. Recently at One North Main, we covered a couple of Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes events. We like to call Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes BKDD because it just rolled right off the tongue. The events that we covered were the annual Walk and Expo. BKDD celebrated its 7th annual Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes Week, but this initiative is taking a little bit of a turn. The attention for the first 7 years was focused on 1 week or 2 weeks with workshops held throughout the city. The BKDD planning team, comprised of nonprofit agencies, social service agencies, and health institutions, recently got together for their wrap-up meeting, and the direction of the initiative is taking a positive turn. The initiative for years had focused on 1 or 2 weeks to promote health and wellness, awareness, prevention, and maintenance. Now it appears that the team is deciding to go into a year-round direction, which will culminate in November, which is Diabetes Awareness Month. The team also released some information on evaluating the success of the workshops. The numbers speak for themselves. Nearly 600 people participated in activities at least once. Many of those people participated in multiple activities and workshops. Surveys were collected throughout the initiative and then compiled, and the numbers are interesting. The vast majority of people, nearly 80%, attended the workshops or participated in activities because they were looking to either prevent diabetes or they were caring for someone with diabetes. One of the great pieces of the initiative is that it reaches all age groups. For example, the Boys and Girls Club of Brockton had an event called Kids Fight Back Against Diabetes. 200 youth from the City of Champions participated in the activities. The team will take this information and plan accordingly for the 2019 initiative. We at One North Main and Brockton Community Access have covered more than 70 different events, activities, and workshops related to Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes.
Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes!
I love rock and roll. You might like hip hop, you over there might like jazz, you over there, you might like country. I'll tell you what we really like though, Lithuanian music. You're saying, what? Lithuanian music? Lithuania celebrated its 100th year of independence, and they did it in Greater Brockton with style, celebrating the history of music. It was fantastic. There were some instruments that I've never heard of that were played, and they did a heck of a job. Let's check it out.
Sedautoruta, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta.
Joia, joia, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Roles caralen, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Calia, caliaca, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Sanu majute, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Daile vergănciu, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Neavar majute, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Așta orneșu, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta. Șilcus canalei, sedauto, sedautoruta, sedauta.
Ah yes, Campanelli Stadium, right next to Brockton High School. If you love baseball, this is the place to be in Brockton during the spring and summer months. The Rocks had another successful season, 2018. They didn't win it all, but man, did they entertain. Let's take a look at a special season. The Brockton Rocks have been an important part of our community for many years. Originally an independent organization, they have joined the Futures Collegiate Baseball League, or FCBL. This league is comprised of college students from across the country. The goal of the league is to one day have a program similar to that of the successful Cape Cod Baseball League, also held during the summer. The Rocks had a solid season, finishing the season strong. They earned a playoff spot. They won their wild card game and then took the #1 seed, the Martha's Vineyard Baseball Club, to a 3-game series. Unfortunately, the Rocks came up short, but there were some highlights during the season that we simply will not forget. Let's take a look.
Here's the 3-2. Ball 4 high, and the bases are loaded.
So this is the best chance the Brockton Rocks have had all night, with a good hitter and Richie Sobavaro coming to the plate.
Here's my player of the game.
Yeah, it seems like he always has the bases loaded. It's a good chance for him to get a hit here.
And now, Justin, as we say, when he gets under one, he can put it a long way. And you know what? Even a pass ball can score a run.
Just get the ball in play.
Here's the 0-0 pitch coming to Sobavaro, as he's just looking for a pitch to put into play to potentially score 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Ball high. If he gets walked here, he'll get an RBI walk.
Tyler Patain looked really good in that last inning. I don't know what has happened.
He's lost his control big time. Here's the 1-0. There's a fly ball into left field, and that ball is gone. Richie Sobavaro, as I said, puts one into orbit, and that breaks the game wide open.
We were talking about that power he had coming into the game, and that's the Rocks' 2nd grand slam of the season. Just like that, it's 5-1. Oh my gosh, that ball was hit way hard over that Columbia gas sign in left field.
So Bavaro's having a great day in the field, and now he put one into orbit. And Justin, I said that as he was coming up, he's just looking to put one in play, and did he ever?
Yeah, talk about player of the game. This guy could be it.
The owners and management have done a great job in improving the field and the stadium experience. When you walk into the stadium, you know you're watching some talented players with a true ballpark experience. Congratulations to the players, the coaching staff, the management, and the owners of the Brockton Rocks baseball team for another successful season. We'll see you in 2019. Well, there you have it, Brockton. Another One North Main in the books. Fantastic job done by our One North Main staff, as usual. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/TheBrocktonChannels, all one word. For everyone at One North Main, including executive producer Mark Lindy and producer Aaron Tebow, I'm Jay Miller. We'll see you around town.